Show of hands of how many people are having a stellar month right now. Raise your hand. Stellar month, that's what I'm talking about. Show of hands of everybody that's having an average month, mediocre month. Average? Okay, average month. Show of hands of how many people are having a poor month, or less than average, not where they want to be right now. Show of hands. Show of hands. Okay, all right, fair enough. You know what, that's normally how it goes until people make the decision to have what? A great month, right? Because in order to have a great month, what does it take? The decision. The decision to have a great month, right? And then the great decision is followed up by 3 A's. And I want you guys to repeat after me, okay? The 3 A's are action, attitude, approach. Let me say it backwards now. Approach, attitude, action. What are the 3 A's, young man?
Approach, attitude, action.
What's the 3 A's, Leroy?
Attitude, approach, action.
What's the 3 A's?
Attitude, action, approach. You got me mixed up.
Attitude, approach, and action. All right? You want to change your life. You want to change how your month is going. It's all about these 3 A's, right? Attitude, approach, and action. So let's talk about them for a second, okay? Let's talk about your attitude. All right, let's talk about an attitude, all right? Your month is predicated on how well your attitude is. Would you agree? Yeah. Whatever your attitude is, your month will reflect it. Would you agree? Yes, sir. So you cannot be a 20-car month salesperson and have a 10-car month attitude. Would you agree? You cannot sell 40 cars a month and have a 15-car month attitude, right? You cannot make $100,000 a year and have a $30,000 a year attitude. How many agree? So, in order, if you want to be successful in this business, if this business is going to be everything that you heard it was, if you're watching the successful people around you, notice how their attitude is. Who wants to make $100,000 in this business? Who's going to make $100,000? Well, then you need to get a $100,000 attitude. You agree with that? Do you agree? You need to get a $100,000 attitude. All right? You need to wake up in the morning fired up, knowing that you're going into a multi-million-dollar facility in which you have no overhead, and all it takes is your efforts. Your efforts will dictate whether you make $100,000 or not. You agree with that, Dennis?
Absolutely.
Now, what's the second one? Starts with an A and P. Approach. How is your approach? What does your approach look like? Do you look professional? Are you walking upright? Are you upbeat? Do you know the quotes? I study my profession as if I'm studying for what? A master's degree. What does your approach look like? Are you weary when you get out of bed? Does this suck? When you walk in, are you just counting down the hours until you're scheduled off? Is that your approach? Or are you fired up and motivated to be here because you know that you're going to be successful? Because you know at the end of 2014, your W-2 will say $100,000. What does your approach look like? So attitude, approach, and what's the last one? Action. Let's talk about this one because this is my favorite right here. Action. Now, in order to be massively successful, do we take a little bit of action? A little bit of action? No. What do we take? A lot of action. What do we take?
A lot of action.
So in order to be massively successful, we have to take what? Massive action. Massive action. See, your outcome and the action you take have to be in sync, right? You can't take a little bit of action and get massive success. Would you agree? Yeah. They have to be in sync. So if you take a little bit of action, what's going to happen? A little bit of success. But if you take massive action, then you're going to have what? Massive success. You agree? So let's talk about what massive action looks like. Okay? What's your benchmark for phone calls? What's the benchmark for phone calls here, Dennis? What's the benchmark? What is the goal for phone calls per day?
Our minimum is just 20.
Minimum is 20. So your benchmark for phone calls is 20 calls a day, right, Frank? Correct. So let's think about this for a second. There are 7 billion people on planet Earth. All right? There's 400 million people in this country. Okay? There's 20-something million people in Florida, and there's 3 or 4 million people here in Orlando. You agree? 3 or 4 million people here in Orlando, and we're going to call 20 of them. We're going to call 20 of them. How many agree that that's not massive? If there's 3 or 4 million people in this city, I need to call all of them. Would you agree?
Yeah.
All of them need to know my name. If I'm going to make $100,000 a year, everybody in Florida needs to know who I am. Would you agree? See, great people are not the exception to the rule. They are the rule. Average people are the exception, right? Average people live average lives. Exceptional people live great lives. Would you agree? See, there's 2 people in life. I want you guys to remember this. There's only 2 people that stand between you and success. 2 people. Do you know who they are? And who else? You and yourself. There's you and you. You and you stand between you and your success. Now here's the you over here, right? This is the you that listens to every naysayer there is in a dealership. This is the you that stands out in the back and smokes cigarettes and listens to Anderson Cooper on CNN and talks about how slow the month is going. This is the you that talks about how cold it is outside and how people that walk in got bad credit and ain't nobody buying. This is the you that's saying, hey, ain't no incentives on our vehicles right now, so ain't nobody coming in to buy. This is the you that's saying, hey, last month just closed out, so this month is supposed to be slow. This is the you that says, my manager don't like me. This is the you that wakes up and say, you know what, I'm not feeling good, I can't wait to go home. See, this is the you that listens. This is the you that listens to all the garbage that's going on, right? And you let the negative and the average people bring you down, right? And if they bring you down, then your results every day will reflect this you, right? But there's another you, right? There's another you, right? And this person wakes up fired up every day. Then to see this person here wants to make $100,000 a year. This person right here wants to be as successful as anybody that there is out there. See, this person right here is fired up. This person right here listens to different music. They read different magazines. They listen to different people. They surround themselves with the positive and the motivated every day. See, this person right here has been through it. And they know that success is on the other side of every obstacle that there is in life. See, this one right here is the one that will be successful and has been through it. Been through challenges, been through obstacles, been through problems in their life, and they're still here. And I want you guys to know something. Whichever one that you pay the most attention to will dictate the outcome in your life. Right? Who wants to listen to the successful you? Raise your hand. Who wants to be the successful you? Say me.
Me.
So why am I telling you this? Because I want you today to get fired up, to get motivated, and know that people like myself, people like Dennis, and the guys in this room who are successful, we aren't the exception to the rule. Okay? We are the rule. Any and everybody in this room has what it takes to be as successful as you want to be. All right? It's all about the decision that you make. It is all about the decision and the attitude that you have. It's all about the decision and the approach that you take. And it's all about the decision and the action that you put down behind that decision. Okay? Always remember this. A hope without a plan is just a wish. But a hope with the plan becomes a goal. All right? My name is Shaka. That's all I got.